If you replace every single part of a 3D printer with an identical replacement, is it still the same 3D printer? This is the question that I'm going to be answering over the next few videos in this series, where we take this humble Ender 3 3D printer and replace as many parts as possible with 3D printed replacements to start to blur the lines between original and transformed. Now, this idea isn't exactly new. In fact, it's been a thought experiment for at least 2,000 years. The origin of this thought experiment comes from the ship of Theseus in ancient Greece. The idea is that the ship in question would make a commemorative voyage every single year for several hundred years, and over time, parts just needed to be replaced as they got maintained. And as time went on, surely every single component of that original ship needed to be replaced until you end up with the current ship that doesn't have any components of the original ship. Now, this thought experiment has been renamed over and over again over the years, and another famous alternative is Abe Lincoln's axe. In a similar vein, if you start off with Abraham Lincoln's axe and you replace the handle and then later the axe head, is it still Lincoln's axe? Most people would say, no, it isn't the same axe. It's a completely different one if you replace just the handle, just one component. But if you look back to the ship of Theseus and you replace just one nail, most people would say, yeah, it's still the same ship. The tipping point of when that object, whether it be an axe or a ship, changes from being the original to something new is obviously something that's going to change on person to person. But it's really just a fun metaphor about the question of personal existence. We know that biologically, every 7 years or so, most of the cells in my body and in yours get replaced. So are you still the same person from when you were born? I mean, I feel like the same person, but I am biologically a completely different human being, and so are you. To bring it back to 3D printing, I want to propose this question to a machine that can make itself. We're now getting closer and closer to a perfect self-replicating machine, and I want to use this video to now discuss the philosophical and technical existence of a 3D printer. Within this series, I'm going to be systematically replacing as many parts as possible with this machine by printing the new parts for its new transformation. If this printer was the ship of Theseus, then the wooden parts that were built on the deck of the ship for the ship are now going to be transformed by printed parts that are made on the build plate for the machine itself. Now, I want to be as true and pure to the concept as possible, so I'm going to set up some ground rules for myself as I go through the design, CAD, and 3D printing of all the components, so I can be as mechanically and technologically true to the question at hand. What I'm not going to do is to make a rep-wrap machine. That's a style of 3D printing that tries to make a 3D printer with 3D printed parts by using the technology and the advantages of 3D printing and avoids the downfalls. In my scenario, I'm going to be avoiding all of those and trying to stay true to the original manufacturing as possible. For example, on my machine, I'm going to be replacing all of the bolts that hold the frame together with 3D printed bolts. If I was making a rep-wrap machine, I would think of a different way to join all of these components that doesn't include hardware. But I will. The rules for this project are as follows. Replace as many components of the Ender 3 and still have it work. Every next series of 3D prints have to be printed on the new machine that has replacement 3D printed parts. Parts may be changed in CAD if necessary, but try to be as pure to the Ender 3 as possible. Some parts will have to be printed in multiple sections because they exceed the volume of our build plate. These multiple parts can be adhered together using something like glue, but they cannot be joined together using hardware. Finally, the sizes of these components may be allowed to change in dimension, but only to fit their job. For example, the 3D printed bolts will have to be increased ever so slightly, but the final global macro size of the finished 3D printer will have to stay the same. Because we're going to be printing the next set of components on the machine that is slowly becoming more plastic and less metal, I'm expecting the prints to come out with a worse and worse quality as we go along. To track the quality of just how bad things are getting, At the end of every episode, we're going to be printing a standard 3D benchy so we can track just how bad things have gotten. We hope you guys are as excited about this project as we are, because we're going to be doing a lot of CAD modeling and a lot of 3D printing. So you're new to this channel, get subscribed, and we'll see you in the next project.